Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Caleb here, and welcome back guys to a brand new Christian, yes, but welcome back guys to a brand new VeggieTales review here on the channel today. Now before I start up with this VeggieTale review guys, if you guys are excited for this review, make sure you guys go down below, hit that like button down below. Let's try to hit this video to 5 likes. If you could do that, that would be amazing. Also, if this is the first time here, then click that subscribe button down below. I need you guys' help. I'm trying to get this channel to 3,000 subscribers. So if you guys can help me out with that, that would be amazing. So yeah. I'm gonna turn off the light because I have the light outside. But of course, guys. Yeah, guys. But just if you guys can help me out with that, that would be amazing in this episode. Yeah. Also guys, Also guys, hit that notification bell to never miss when I upload a VeggieTale review every Tuesday and every Thursday. So stay tuned guys for more with that. So yeah. Also guys, hit that. Also guys, share this video with your friends and family. And make sure you guys go down below and go subscribe to my 2 other channels. Link is in the description down below. So in our last VeggieTale review, I reviewed you guys can't remember my head. Gideon Tuber. It was Gideon Tuber Warrior. Today, guys, I'll be reviewing guys the next VeggieTale review, and that is Bo in the Big Exit. So here we go. I'm looking at the window because I hold like a boom going outside, but a gunshot over the subsidy. So let's get right to it. So yeah, so Bo in the Big Exit. It begins with the hotel counter scene there with that. You have Larry dressed up as like a cowboy, yeah. He's dressed up like this cowboy suit and all with that. They say, oh cuz, hey kids, I'm Bob the Tomato. And now the kid come up. And we heard and all with that. So yeah. So Larry talked to Bob saying like, hey Bob, do you remember the Ballad of Little Joe? Yeah, wasn't that amazing? He said it was good. But why are we talking about that if it's a show? And yeah, that's when you hear to Larry had 2 letters in this episode, but they're not right. First one from Wesley Thomas from Carlsbad, New Mexico. From but never mind. What was I say? For Carlsbad. We know how to pronounce the city name, New Mexico. It says, Dear Bob and Larry, can you do a sequel of the Ballad of Little Joe? Your friend Wesley. That's not supposed to be the letter who talks about what's going on in life, like letters about how kids turn out and all that. It's very interesting about that one, but yeah. But Larry also got another one from Sammy Tidwell from Brentwood, Tennessee. Dear Bob and Larry, don't miss an exciting opportunity to take advantage of our low interest rates. It kind of sounds like an advertisement. What's up? Huh? What? I'm like, what? Like, what? What? Like, why would you say that to an advertisement? But yeah. But we got our main message, our main letter that Bob reads. It's from Elise, from Eugene, Oregon. Or is it Eugene, Oregon's? Elise. It says, Dear Bob and Larry, I fight with my brother a lot. In church this week, I learned that I'm supposed to be loving, joyful, peaceful, patient, kind, good, gentle, and self-control. I think that's all the fruits of the spirit right there. I think there's only 8 fruits of the spirits. I think there is. I don't really know. But yeah, I don't remember. I think there was more. I don't remember. But yeah. I know God wants me to be all that to my brother, but I don't think I'm strong enough. What do I do? Your friend Elise. Which, this is a story about following directions. And all of that, so yeah. And then Larry thought, you know what? I already have a story that we could tell, Aliyah. We know how to pronounce her name and all of that. It's a story and all of that. And he said, Wesley. Let me say, Wesley, you get what you asked for. This is the sequel to this is part 2 the Ballad of Little Joe. This is the Ballad of Little Joe part 2. What film? And then we just talk about the story of. So if you guys don't know, guys, Mo is supposed to be Moses. This talks about the story of Moses and all of that, which I really like this story a lot. So it begins with, of course, these country singers saying like, in the wilderness, so long, long ago, when the fever and the lucky sit to go, when the banner the banner. I don't like these. We have these because Dodgeball City is supposed to be Egypt. That is what it's supposed to be in all of that. And the interesting thing about this one is it takes place right after. It takes place a few years because we already know that the Book of Exodus takes place a few years after the Book of Genesis ended with Joseph and all of that. So that's an interesting thing to let everybody know about that. So they talked about a bit of the story of Little Joe, aka Joseph, and all that. They just talked about the whole entire story and all of that. So yeah. So the way to say it is you have the story about Little Joe, which I reviewed like a year or two, which I reviewed last year for you guys. Or was it the year after? I don't remember. I think it was like a year or 2 years ago. I don't remember the last time, but I believe it was last year. It was somewhere between the summer or early 2023 since I did it. So yeah, but with Mo the Big Exit, it's like you have Mo and of course, and yeah. So the interesting thing I want to sit down and talk to you guys about this is you do that, and then at the narrator said a few years after Joseph and his brothers died, because you need to remember that Joseph has sons. Joseph did have 2 sons, and all the rest of the children of Israel, I think the rest of the children of Israel got wives and got kids to take over the legacy of to take over Israel when he died, because Jacob and because what this okay, Israel like this okay, Israel aka Jacob and like this okay, you got Jacob and Joseph, which died the same year, in order. I don't really know. Did they die the same year? I know Jacob died before Joseph did. I don't remember too much, but yeah. But of course you have that, and then you just have the backstory of Joseph and the brothers, and then it says right after Joseph and his brothers died, there's some things that will go on because the old Pharaoh, the good guy, the good Pharaoh, where he wanted everybody to come, and they are welcome anytime. But you have which I believe it's Pharaoh's father. Pharaoh's father was a good guy, but his son was actually a mean boy, a mean guy who doesn't love God, who wants to take up, who just wants to be really mean, being the mayor of the mayor of Dodgeball City, and all that. It's really like it's really interesting with this episode and all of that. So yeah, and then you have of course. And then you have of course the children of Israel, like you have of course Israel, which of course do that and all of that. So yeah. Oh hello, younger brother. But yeah, you have of course.
Hello, my son.
No, 7. So yeah, and You have to remember that there's no pumpkin in there. There's no pumpkin in there. But yeah. But I wanna just like this, okay? So with the church of Israel, we had to remember that in Exodus, the church of Israel was Pharaoh's slaves, and they was working for Pharaoh in Egypt. So we guys have to remember that. You guys have to remember that. If you guys don't know, guys, on my YouTube channel right now, guys, I just passed through the books of when the Israel was slaves. So if you want to read that, guys, after this, go read the first few chapters of when read Exodus, because I'm almost just done uploading all the book of Exodus right now on this channel in the new King James version. If you want to watch the King James version, you guys can find it on my YouTube channel. You guys can go to my page, my YouTube page, my playlist, go all the way down until you see the book of Exodus King James version, and then you can read all of those chapters and all of that. So yeah, so let's continue on, okay? So Pharaoh was Pharaoh has been putting the church of Israel to work to make this to have them make Egypt bigger. They try to make Egypt, this whole town area, bigger where Pharaoh lives in Egypt and all of that. So the thing you need to recognize in this episode is, of course, you have this whole town episode, and yeah. So Pharaoh turned to say there's too many boys, and then he said to Mr. Lutz's character, who, of course, Mr. Nezo, who plays the same character. It's so weird, but yeah. So with Pharaoh, aka Mr. Nezo. Hey, I'm Mr. Lizard. Wait. This is very good, guys. And then he said, gather all the baby boys and send them up the river. Which means Pharaoh was to kill every baby boy. If it's a girl, he keeps it. But if it's a boy, he kills the baby boys. Pharaoh is a bit dark in the Bible. Like he said, we don't want any more baby boys. We don't need more boys. We need more girls. Kill all the boys. And that's what they did in order to see that. And that's where they did have, of course, all the basket of the baby boys go all the way down the river. And went up the river and all of that and killed the babies. But there was one baby who survived. And that's when we head to Moses, which Miriam found. Miriam. So the real thing about this is, one, this is not accurate to the Bible, because here's the interesting thing you guys need to know about. Well, you can actually say it's accurate. You can actually say it's accurate, because this is right before Miriam found the baby. It was Pharaoh's daughter who found Moses. And all that. So you can actually say this, okay? You can actually say, so if you guys remember, guys, back in a few months ago, I don't remember what it was, I reviewed you guys Duke and the Great Pyro. If I remember clearly, there's one story called the babysitting episode that in Duke and the Great Pyro. There was the beginning episode, the very first story is like this. If you combine the first beginning story of how Miriam did have Moses, and then of course she laid them down she put them down the river, and you can actually say that right there gives Moses all of that, and that's when the princess of the Egypt, Pharaoh's daughter, have the baby. So that's why you can have that. It's similar, the Miriam story is pretty much the prequel of this one. It's pretty much the prequel of this one, and all that. So yeah, you have, of course, the princess, Pharaoh's daughter got the baby, and of course they named him Moses. So that's what they did, and all of that. And the interesting thing is, there's one thing that you didn't know about in this episode. Miriam doesn't actually appear in this episode, but Moses' brother Aaron does. That's so weird. Why would you not show Miriam if Miriam is her older brother, her older sister? It shows you show Aaron. Why not show Miriam? What big idea? What was big idea thinking? Because in the Bible you have Miriam who came back to talk to her baby brother. Big idea. Why would Bill Fisher and Mike Nowacki never got that in there? Because in the Bible, like in the true world, Miriam was in when Moses was around, when he was older, but we never saw that in there. So yeah, but continue on. Let's continue on. You have, of course, the baby boy who grew up, and he has 3 brothers, which there are zucchinis. And people are thinking, are there zucchinis? Are there zucchinis? I don't really know, but yeah. And then there's one thing that's going on with this episode, because Moses figured out how to throw a dodgeball. Which, if you guys don't know, guys, Larry the Cucumber plays Mo. He played Little Joe, and now he plays Mo. Joe, Mo. I love that. They rhyme. So, yeah. So, Mo, him and his brothers was helping with the Israelites and all of that. And then they saw this Israelite who is played by the same guy that we saw at the end when Carvester and Millwall in the Star of Christmas when they went to jail. That like onion dude that's like that scallion dude and all of that. Don't remember his name, but he showed up and all of that. He says, "We do not want you here. We don't even care about you. You know how Pharaoh always have these people work very hard to be their slaves and all of that. It's weird, and all of that. And guess what? He's trying to save him, but guess what? In the Bible, he actually killed one of his adopted brothers. Yeah. It's so weird that he just literally just threw a dodgeball at one of his brothers. It's so weird. And yeah. So now they made Moses a criminal. Now we have Moses as a criminal who is wanted. So yeah. So he has to get out of Dodgeball City and go somewhere else. So yeah. So he went around and he fell down, like he tried to do that while he was getting out of Dodgeball City. He was chased by a bear and all that. And he fell down this well and all that. And he stayed in there for a whole entire day, whole entire night, and all that. And you have Sari, I think that's her name. Let me go check. Okay, her name was Sari. Okay. You have a Sari with her Skippy. You have a Skippy, which is her type of lion dude, which I don't really know what kind of pet that is, but yeah. And then you go to the well, say like, "Come here, Skippy. Are you thirsty, boy?" And then you have that, and then she saw that she saw that there was a man down there, and all that. Like she whizzed around saying like, "Oh, this is heavy." She saw a dude in there, and she screamed. So, yeah, she didn't scream, but Mo did, and all that. And she said, "I am very sorry." And then he's like, "That's okay." Wait. That's okay. And then Larry just went up and all that. And then Sari's like, "Oh, you are a big aggressive rider. What was it in there for?" The bell. So that's what happened. So yeah, let's see. Yeah. The interesting thing I want to talk about that is it's really interesting because you have of course all of the stuff that's going on. But yeah. And then they really got so she and of course it's so weird that Mo and Sari kind of fell in love just very quickly. So yeah, so the thing I want to talk about this episode is that's what happened in this, that. And then Sally was like, and then Mo was like, you want to chase me? I am not going back to that well. And then he chased that bell out, that. So yeah, and then Sally was like, wow, you were so brave defending me from that bell to get eaten by that bell, that. And then something about, I don't remember what Larry said, Mo said, but let me go check. So Sally said that, and then he said, do you think so? And then Sally said, my name is Sally, this is Sippy. And then Mo said, hello, Sally, hello, Sippy. It's nice to meet you. My name is Mo. And that's how him and Sally fell in love just like that. So, did they have a whole entire story about how Sally took Mo to see her parents, and that. They have food together, and that. They've been together, and that. Some say that Sally, of course, off camera, both Sally and Mo got married, like, in one, like, scene, that. And then you have, of course, that. That. And then what actually happened is, of course, both her and Mo got a kid. Now, I don't remember what the kid was named. I think they called Mo Jr. It doesn't say what their kid's was named. I was looking at the cast to see if who was in this episode and all that. He wasn't. It doesn't say that, but yeah. But of course, you have something like that and all that. And then what happened afterwards? They do all that, they have fun and all that, and then Mo was like, I'm gonna go take Sippy to a walk. And that's when they did, he took him to walk, and then they saw something going on with the grass and all that, and then they saw a burning bush that just lit very quickly. And that was the bush that God appeared in. He told Moses about, God told Moses that he wants him, God told Mo that he wants him to go back to Egypt to let my people go. And all that. So that's what happened and all that, and then he said, Mo said, like, okay, God, but I'm wanted there. Pharaoh literally wants me. I just got out of that place. Why do you want me to go back to that place? So Mo went back to the camp and all that, and then like the next day later, Sally's like, I made you like a video that I had and all that, got your mask and all that, and that's why you become the Lord's I think it's called the Lord Wager. I think that's what it's called. The Lord Wager. I think that's what they called themselves and all that. And then he didn't realize it. While God was talking to Mo, in that scene, he said, take that stick, and I will turn it to a snake. To let everybody know that God was with him, that Mo, because God was with Mo. And all that. And the interesting thing you want to think about is, when you have that, he went back and all that, and then talked to Moses, talked to them, and then Mo was taking Sippy and all that, that's like the interesting thing about that is, you have, of course, that. And then Sally kissed Mo goodbye. And Mo's gonna say, I'm gonna miss you, Sally. Literally, they're married. Sally's character in the Bible, which I don't remember her name, married Moses in the Bible. So they do that. So Mo was going on an adventure to go back to Dodgeball City to do all of that. Well, he saw this guy. In the middle of nowhere, with, because this hotel store city, the store city, I don't really know what it's called, because he's like, I think he's like a butcher. He's like a guy who, he's like a blacksmith. Like, he makes they decided to have them adopted. So that's why Pharaoh is pretty much, you can say Pharaoh was, of course, Moses' adopted grandfather. You can say that. Oh, you can say something like that, but yeah. And then you have something like that, and yeah. And then it was just like, I will help you out and all of that. And all of that. So that would actually happen. So they went to Dodgeball City and they found out that Dodgeball City, like years later, was totally different. Still went to Salazar and all of that. So Mo talked to the mayor about. Now, Mo did the talking. It was his brother Aaron who did the talking and all of that. Saying like, God said, let my people go. And Pharaoh's like, is that it? I am not going to let my people go. Like I said, never. So he's not going to do that. So what Mo did to let everybody know that he wants to is, of course, Mo, what he did is he let down the stick and he said, have a slipper away. And then the stick turned to a snake. And all that. Everybody was afraid and all that. Except Mr. Luck's character. He wasn't afraid and all that. So they didn't figure out an idea of what to do and all of that. So Mo figured out that I can't do this. You hear from Pharaoh? He would not let our people, God's people go. So he gave up. And guess what? Aaron talked to him about how God wants him to follow his directions and all of that. And then they literally did a song about it. Literally just did a song about that. And the song is a bit. The song is like I like the song that they did. So yeah, and then that's when they went back. That's when they went back and all of that. And that's when you head to the series song of this episode, which is down in Egypt. Which is like the story of what Moses is supposed to do and all of that, a different way to do it. And then all of that. I do enjoy, of course, you bring back the boys in the Sikh. And all of that. It's very interesting, and I really like it a lot. Like, for me, I really like that a lot. And it's a really funny one, and I really enjoyed it. And, yeah. What else are there? I know there's something else in my head of what they did, but I'm trying to remember in my head of what they did. Because I don't remember too much, and I want to subsidy up. What else? After the series son, they went back to Egypt, Dodgeball City, and then they just did a lot of stuff like, Mo said, Aaron said, let my people go, never. Hide or slipper away. And I don't remember what the first one was. I think the first one, the first one, God turned water into blood. That was the that was the first one. That. And then he said it again. The second one was, of course, all the gophers take over. That. The third one was. I didn't remember my head of what all of them did. I know one of them was like grasshoppers, pepper like things around the face, a windstorm and all that. Fleas, like fleas takes over and all that. Of course, a lot of buffaloes that popped up. I think that's what it was. And yeah, and then in the Bible, like if I remember clearly, let me look it up quickly, and I'll be right back. I can't really find them, but it was, if I remember clearly, it was God turned the water into blood, and he spread the gophers. I try to remember what the third one was. Fleas come around. The whole town windstorm that came by, and all of that. And all of that, Moses will not let my people go, and all of that. So the Lone Ranger was in disguise. Moses was in disguise for all of that, and all of that. And then when the water came up, and all of that, like and then what the Pharaoh did is he talked about it because in all of that. What else in my head what it was? I tried to remember in my head of what else there was, and yeah. Just a sec, guys. Go close that door. But yeah, but continuing on with this episode, but yeah, so when Mo and Aaron went back to the hotel place and all that. Of course, there was one video that I remember. God said, of course, the hotel darkness and all that, and God made the hotel place blood. He made the hotel very blood. So he made a blood. I don't know what that. And then afterwards, the water went up and all that, and then Pharaoh was like, leave us. Take the Israelites, get out of Dodgeball City. Because Pharaoh is tired of seeing these two, and all that. He said, you can take the Israelites, you can take the church of Israel, get out of Dodgeball City and leave them. So that's why God lead Moses and and all the Pharaohs see themselves that they see all of the children of Israel leaders and all that, and then the Pharaohs like, there's something up with that guy, the Lone Ranger, and that's when Mo take out his mask, and that's how he found out that Mo was the one behind all of this, and then the Pharaohs like, no, I am taking back. No, Mo was like, the Pharaoh's like, no. Mo can take the people away from me. I need slaves to help this hotel Dodgeball City gets bigger and all of that. That's why Pharaoh was chasing after them. And God said, and all the church of Israel is like, how are you going to do all of this? How do you know that God, like, whenever they talked about how, all of that and all of that. And the thing I want to say about this is, God just said, follow the directions, and then Mo figured out that God wanted him to use the stick to get across the very hot desert, and that's when Mo said, "Have a slipper away," and that's when God sent a ton of clouds down like the desert, and that's how they do all of that. So that's why they happen. That's why they happen rocket on the snow, and then God made that whole time really frozen and that hot. So that's why they got across the snow and all of that. Well, of course you have like Pharaoh and his and his servants and all of that chase and help to get them and all of that, and they figured out they didn't make it in time, and of course the whole town cloud left and all of that, and that's how Pharaoh didn't really make it because it was too hot for them. They couldn't move and all of that, and that's how that's why Noah followed God directions, and that's how everything like that happened and all of that. And the end of the episode just going to a brand new home. That's why God said that He wants them. God really wants Moses to take the children of Israel out of Egypt and all of that. So yeah, the interesting thing is they never showed this in Motorbike Exit. This whole entire story, they never did. And that's when God summoned the water to goes up, like, because if I remember correctly, it was I think it's called the river of Jordan, and they crossed the Jordan River, but they couldn't cross it because it was wet. So what God did is He when Moses took his stick and put it down to the ground, God separated the Jordan River and the Israelites and Moses and his wife, everybody, Moses, Miriam, everybody like that, went across the Jordan River. And that's where God also said that God wants Moses to take the children of Israel out of Egypt to go to the promised land. And you know how something bad happens all the way down there and all of that, which I think they did that in the VeggieTales show, which I'm gonna review it in like the next. It's gonna take a little while for me to do that, but yeah. But it ends off with them going straight to the Jordan River. So off camera they did that and all of that. So yeah, and that's how the episode ended and all of that. And then he said, Wesley, there you go. There was your sequel to the Ballad of Little Joe and all of that. And then what actually happened is with the one, and it said, now it's time to talk to Claudia and talk about what we have learned today. And that's when they brought back the cowboy version of what have we learned today, like the country version that they brought back from the Ballad of Little Joe and all of that. So yeah. So they talked about how Moses has to listen to God to follow His directions and all of that. And that was what happened in this episode and all of that stuff. So yeah. And then they talked about how God was there for Moses and Moses was there for God. And yeah, God was there for Moses to lead the children of Israel out of Egypt for Pharaoh to go to the promised land. And God told him that. But Moses was like, I don't know if I could do this, God. I don't know because I'm not strong enough to do this. And you guys know, that God gave Moses strength. He made him stronger. And he got the strength to talk to Pharaoh about letting my people go. That's what they did and all of that. And that's why everybody should follow God's directions and all of that. So yeah. But let's talk about the Bible verse that's in this episode, okay? It's a very good one and all of that. So yeah, so I'm going to show it up right now for you guys. So yeah. So here we go. It says here in Psalms 28, chapter 28, verse 7a. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in Him, and I am helped. This is a great verse if you think about it, okay? This is a great verse and all of that. I just want to sit down and just talk about this a bit more and all of that. This verse is saying that God is your strength. He gives you strength and all of that. He is your shield. He will defend you and all of that. My heart trusts in Him. So your heart is trusted in Him, and I'm helped. And God helped you because He's your strength and He's your shield. And He's in your heart. following God's direction. Even if you say like, oh, I fight with my brother a lot. I be mean to my brother and all of that. Remember what you learned from church about how God wants you to love your brother, to show kindness to him, to have joyful, to have peace with him, be patient with your brother and all of that. God wants you to spread all of what God said for you in the Bible and all the fruits of the Spirit and share them with your brother. Tell your brother, stop doing that. But you don't have, and you don't know if you're strong enough to tell that. You are. It says in this verse, the Lord is your strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him and I am helped. So God helps you, and if you follow his direction, God can lead you into an amazing life. You can have an amazing life with God if you follow what God said in this Bible verse. This is an amazing Bible verse for all you guys to know of. And if you want to go, and if you want to be with God and follow his directions, read his word. Read the word that God gave you. The reason why we got the Bible is all of the history of what was with God that told Moses. Because this book has everything. It has Jesus Christ on it. It has Moses, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. It also has it has all the Israelites. It has everybody in it and all of that. It is a good Bible verse to learn about and all of that. So if you want to learn more about God and to follow his directions and to be with him more, read the Bible. Go to your nearest Christian store. Go to your nearest store, and if it has a Bible, read it. If you don't use King James, you use your own version if you want to. And yeah. VeggieTales was one of the reasons, like when I was little, VeggieTales was one of the reasons why I started living and I started knowing God and all of that, because VeggieTales has powerful messages in it, in the kids show, in the show that talks about what God wants us to do. VeggieTales was one of the main reasons why I went to God. I started going to church when I was little, and in the beginning I started not really I didn't start getting close to him, but now, like years later, when I became a teenager, when I was a youth and all of that, and I started reading the Bible more, that's how I got to God. That's when I talked to God, and I got into him. And yeah, this verse is very important about following God's word and follow him. If you follow his directions, he can lead you into a better life. And all of that. So yeah. He can lead you to a better life and all of that. So yeah. But let's talk about what we talked about in the last episode about Gideon and how you can trust in God. I don't have it on the screen, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, okay? So it says right here, again, this continued on saying what he said in Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 to 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not depend on your own understandings. Seek his will in all you do, and he will direct your paths. You can say that this verse, you can say that the verse we talked about in the last episode, in the Moses, in the verse we learned about from More the Big Exit, that we learned from More the Big Exit about how he says, the Lord is your strength, the Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and I am helped. You can say that the Gideon and Tuber Warrior Bible verse in that episode in this one together. Because you can say that, yeah, God is your strength. God is your shield. And all that. Trusting in God is the best way for you to do to follow his directions. So if you want to live in Christ, then read the Bible. Trust him. Show his love to you. And if you want to know about, if you want to, guys, There's so many Christian movies you guys can watch. And if you want to teach your kid about God and all that, show them VeggieTales. Show them this show. And all that. If you are a believer in God and you want to be with Him, read the Bible, watch VeggieTales, watch any other Christian children's show that's out there, watch Christian movies like God's Not Dead, Courageous, Fireproof, Facing the Giants, all of these Christian movies to get deeply into God. If you believe in God, that is amazing. And if you love God, that's fantastic that you love Him. I love Him with all my heart. And the reason why I got this channel, the reason why I made this channel is to push this religion and to show this religion. Whenever how you pronounce, I remember how to say it, religion. I just try to push the gospel out to everybody. That's why I made this channel for you guys. And that's why and all that. So yeah. But I hope you guys do enjoy this VeggieTale with you. Motorbike Exit was great. I think this is a great episode. I really enjoy Motorbike Exit a lot. So yeah. Stay tuned guys because the next one will be released next Tuesday. So this next upcoming Tuesday guys, the 13th, February 13th, February 13th, I'll be reviewing you guys The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, which is the story of the biological son. The story about this father and two sons, how the younger brother really wants his money right now, and all that. So that's why he left his house. And all that. If you want to know more about that, I will be reviewing you guys that one on Tuesday. So yeah. I hope you guys do enjoy this VeggieTales with you. If you guys have, then hit that like button down below. Let's try to hit this video to 5 likes. If you could do that, that would be amazing. And also, if you want to learn more about God and get deeply into Him, then continue on supporting on this channel and click the subscribe button. Let's show this channel out to everybody. Let's show the gospel of what He did for us. And God wants me to spread His word out to people. So that's why, if you want to support Him more and more and more, and learn more about God and what He's doing, then click that subscribe button and all of that. For more Christian videos every week, we do a lot of that on this channel and all of that. So if you guys want to, guys, make sure you guys go down below and click that subscribe button and help me get this channel to 3,000 subscribers. You guys have been doing so much support on this channel lately. Let's keep it up, guys. Let's keep the support up. So, yeah. Also, guys, hit that notification bell to never miss when I upload a VeggieTale with you every Tuesday and Thursday. So, all this stuff. So, if you guys don't want to miss it, hit that notification bell. So, yeah. Also, guys, share this video with your friends and the family. And make sure you guys go down below and go subscribe to my 2 other channels. I need your help on my main channel because if you guys don't know, guys, today on my main channel, today, guys, is my 5th year anniversary of my main channel, and right now, the time recording this video, guys, the time this video is uploaded, my 5th year anniversary live stream just ended and all of that. So go check out my main channel, guys. Support my main channel out. Be a part of my 5th year anniversary of that channel and all of that. Help me get my main channel to 3,000 subscribers because I'm trying to hit that by June 12th, 2024. So help my main channel out if you guys can. That would be amazing. So yeah. Also, guys, make sure you guys go down below, go subscribe to my 2nd channel, which I need you guys' help on my 2nd channel. I'm trying to get my 2nd channel, which is my gaming channel, of course, 2nd channel. I'm trying to get that channel to 500 subscribers by the end of this month. So if you like this kind of content, go follow my 2 other channels and go subscribe to those 2 other ones to help me out. It will support my channels a lot and all of that. So yeah, and all of that. Stay tuned, guys, because the next one is also, that's episode, yeah, guys. If you want to buy this episode on DVD, I have the link in the description down below. It will be the second link, yeah. And the third and fourth links in the description. If you have up.tv, then I have that link down below in the description. Or you have like Pureflix, which I watch VeggieTales on. You guys can follow. You guys can go do that on Pureflix and all of that. So the DVD, the UP, and the Pureflix links will be the second, third, and fourth links in the description down below. And then the final two links are my two other channels. So yeah. And stay tuned, guys, because the next one would be The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Don't forget to go down below, click that subscribe button down below to join the Christian Nation. To join the Christian Nation Army. And stick around, go check out more of my other Christian videos. And remember, guys, God makes you special and He loves you very much. I will see my VeggieTales fans next time. Peace.